students, welcome to the second lecture of real numbers. Right, we were discussing about the Euclid's division lemma. Let us see once again what does this Euclid's division lemma is, and then we'll see the questions of exercise 1.1. So Euclid's lemma or Euclid's division lemma, it is a statement which is already proved, and it is used to prove some more examples or some more concepts. Let us see what is the statement of Euclid. Euclid said that any positive integer can be any positive integer a. Let us say you take an integer a, it can be expressed as a equal to bq plus r, where r must be less than the b and it must be greater than equal to 0. So that is what the Euclid's division lemma is. That means any number you can represent in this form. What is the help or what is the use of representing this format? Yes, we can find HCF easily, right? We can also solve many other problems easily with such type of the representations. Let us take an example. Let's say you take 31. How will you write 31 as per Euclid? So 31 can be written as 6 5s are 30 plus 1. Yes, it is as per the condition r should be less than the b. R must be less than the b. So 1 is less than b. 31 can also be written as 5 into 6 plus 1. Obviously again correct. B is right. R is less than b. 31 can be written as 7 4s are 28 plus 3. Correct. Again, if you take relation between r and b, r must be small. 4 into 7 plus 3. Again correct, right? R is less than b. How can you write down again? Any other? 8 3s are 24 plus 6. Again correct it is. Right, if you write 3 into 8 plus 6, this is wrong, because you see b and r is greater, it should not be, right? R must be small than the b. So any number it can be represented in this format. This is helpful in finding HCF as well as solving many other identities. Now let us see the questions where the Euclid's lemma is applicable. We'll solve exercise 1.1. So if we take this exercise, let us take the second question. The first question is division of the HCF, that we have already seen in the first lecture. How to find the HCF. We'll prove some theoretical questions and we'll understand how exactly those theoretical questions and their solutions are. So the second number question we have is it is given that show that positive odd integer, right? Any positive odd integer you take, it should be in the format of 6q plus 1, 6q plus 3 or 6q plus 5. So you take any number, it should be in this format or it can be in this format. Let us see how. Let us try to solve. So consider a number a. Will take any positive odd number. Consider a positive odd number a, right? If you take a positive odd number a, as per Euclid, how can you write down? A can be written as 6b plus r. Here in the question it is in the term of 6. B is fixed, b is given here, so we cannot change the value of b. 6q plus r, right? We cannot change the value of b. Now what can be r? As per the conditions, r can be 0 1 2 3 4 and 5. We'll substitute the values of r, right, one by one, and obtain a in format of one of the three. So let's say when we put r equal to 0, what do you get? This leads a equal to 6q, correct? But this is nothing but multiple of 2. It is a even number, so this is not the correct Yes, obviously it is a even number, so it is not representing a odd number. Correct, it is right. Contradiction arises that if r is equals to 0, we get number as 6q, and this number represents a even number. We have proved. Now if we take r equal to 1, if we take r equal to 1, a will be 6q plus 1. Does this represent a odd number? Yes, it is given in the question that it represents a odd number, so this is odd. Now if we take r equal to 2, it is 6q plus 2, 3q plus anything, multiple of 2, anything, it is even, right? It is even number. So again, see in the question, this is not there, right? Question says odd integer are in this format. So this is obviously not a odd integer, hence it does not falls in this category. If we take r equal to 3, 6q plus 3, correct? So this falls in this category, yes. So this is odd. Want to prove how it is odd? Let us see. So 3, if we take common, 2q plus 1, 2q plus 1, this is nothing but a odd number. This is nothing but a odd number, and odd multiple of odd number will give you odd number. So it proves that this represents a odd number, right? This is a general notation of the odd number. In the first lecture we have seen that the odd number is of this form and even number is of what form? 2q, right? It is a multiple of 2, like this. Here it is multiple of 2, here also it is multiple of 2, and if it is multiple of 2q plus 1, then obviously it is a odd number. Now if we take r equal to 4, then a equal to 6q plus 4. If we take out 2 common, right, this is again multiple of 2, so this is even. Again, this is not in our question, right? If we take r equal to 5, that is 6q plus 5. Does this represent an odd number? Let us try to prove. If I write down 6q plus, I can take 3 plus, or I can take 4 plus 1, right? So if we take out 2 common, it is 3q plus 2 plus 1. This is nothing but again some number, so 2m plus 1. So this presentation is already here, right? So obviously this represents a odd number. This again represents a odd number. So this is how the Euclid's method works. Let us see one more question. Fourth one. Square of any positive integer any positive integer, you take any positive integer and its square can be represented as 3m or 3m plus 1. Here what the question was, any odd integer you take, it can be represented in this format. So we considered odd integers by selecting various values of 0. This is one integer, this is another integer, this is another integer. Now for this integer, this is even, does not stand in this, right, in this given format. This is even. We have also proved that it is multiple of 2 and it is a even number, hence this does not fall into this category. If we take r equal to 1, the format is 6q plus 1, it falls in this category. Yes, it is a odd number, right? R equal to 2, we have shown that it is a multiple of 2, so it represents a even number, hence it does not fall into this category. If we take r equal to 3, right, for this again we have, it is falls into this category, that means it is odd. Now we contradictory try to prove that this is odd. How? By some simple simplification. So it is a, this is a odd number, so odd multiple of odd will again give you odd, right? Let's say 3 into 3, it is 9, 3 5s are 15, again odd, right? 3 7s are 21, again odd. So odd multiple of odd into odd will always give you odd number. So this also is in this question. Yes, this is a odd number, and also we have proved by some mathematical statement that it is a odd number. Similarly for 4 and 5. Now let us try this question where it says that square of any positive integer, you take any positive integer. So we'll take some positive integer. Consider a positive integer a, right? If you take a positive integer a, then how this can be represented as per the question, it should be in the format of 3. B is fixed, right? So what will be the value of r? 0, 1 and 2. So let us take again r equal to 0. Then what is a is equals to 3q. Now if we square on both sides, because it is given square of any positive integers, so squaring on both sides, what it will lead to? A square is 9q square. So a square is 3 common, 3q square, 3q square. This is nothing but again some number, so 3m. So see, again we have proved that square of any number is either this or this. So this we have got. Now let us take r equal to 1. So if we take r equal to 1, a will be equal to 3q plus 1, correct? Does it fall into this format? Yes. So this is again square we have to do, so squaring on both the sides. So square, if we do a square, right, this side it will be a square plus b square plus 2ab. Simplifying further, 3 common from these two, so 3q square plus 2q plus 1. So this is nothing but again another some number, and this is again, this is, what does this represent? This obviously represents some digit, right, some digit. So 3m plus 1. So again see, this is as per the question, that square of any positive integer is either in this form or in this form. Now let us take r equal to 2. So if we take r equal to 2, what it will be? 3q plus 2, squaring on both sides. So what it will give? A square plus b square plus 2ab, correct? Here again I can rearrange this to write down as 3 plus 1. Now again if I take out 3 common, it will be 3q square plus 4q plus 1 plus 1. This is nothing but again some number m, right, some number m. So 3m plus 1. So see, again square of the any number can be represented either in this format or in this format, right? We have one more similar type of the question, which is that the cube of any positive number, cube of any positive integer, it can be 9m, 9m plus 1 or 9m plus 8. So let us again try. Consider a positive integer a, right? We have considered one positive integer a. Now how a can be represented? As per Euclid, a can be written as, here all are in the terms of 9, so 9q plus r, correct? Now what will be the value of r? R can be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 till 8, correct? Now let us again start. A equal to 9q plus 0, so a is equals to 9q. Now here what? Cube of any positive integer. So let us cube it. So cubing on both the sides. So if you cube on both the sides, what you will get? I will get as a cube is 81 3s are 81 9s are 729, right? So 729 cube, correct? So here if I take out 9 common, so this will be 81 cube. This is nothing but again some number 9m. So see, cube of any number, it is either this form or this form. So we have got one of those forms. Now let us take r equal to 1. So if we take r equal to 1, a will be 9q plus 1, again cubing on both the sides. Both the sides if you do, it will be a cube, right? This will become 729 cube. I have to write it clearly. So it should be a cube right? Here a plus b whole cube, so formula will be a cube plus b cube plus 3ab bracket a plus b, right? Don't get confused between 9 and q. 9 has a straight line here and q has band. So if we solve this, it will be 27 nines are 243, so 243 q square plus 27 q, correct? Again here if I take out 9 common, it will be 81 cube, it will be, right, 27 q plus 3q and this plus 1, so this is again some number, so 9m plus 1. See, again proved that any number, cube of any positive number can be this or this. If we continue solving with r equal to 1 2 3 4, we will also obtain this format. Let us continue. So now if we take r equal to 2, now if I take r equal to 2, what it will be? So a will be equal to 9q plus 2, cubing on both the sides, so a cube, right? Here also if I do 9 cube, I have already calculated, a cube plus b cube plus 3ab bracket a plus b, so this will be 729 cube, this is 729 cube plus 8 plus this will be 54 nines are 486 q, right, plus 108 q. Again if I solve, taking out 9 common, what will remain here? 81 cube, this I will write at last. Here if I take 9 common, it will give me 54 q, and here if I take 9 common, it will give me 12 q plus this 8, this is again some number m, so 9m plus 8. See, third format also I got. Now let us try with r equal to 3. So if we take r equal to 3, the number will be 9q plus 3, correct? Now cubing again on both sides. We have done for 0, 1 and 2. Now for 3 we are doing, so a cube, this will be 729, a cube plus b cube plus 3ab bracket a plus b, correct? So simplifying further, 27, 81 nines are 729 q square plus 243 q, correct? Now here again if I can write down this I should again rearrange to obtain one of this form. So if I take out 9 common, what will remain here? 81 q cube, 3, here if I take 9 common, right, it will remain 81 q square. Here if I take a 9 common, right, 27 q, correct? So this is nothing, again some number m, so again I got this form 9m. So if I continue with r equal to 4, right, and simplify, I think I will get a cube in the format of 9m plus 1. Then again if I continue with r equal to 5 and solve, again I should get a cube, right? I have seen the sequence. See, when I took 0 I got 9m, when I took 1 I got 9m plus 1, when I took 2 I got 9m plus 8, for 3 again 9m, so 4 obviously must give 9m plus 1, right, in this format, and 5 must obviously give this format 9m plus 8. So this is how we can prove using Euclid's method. This is how we have used Euclid's method to show some of the properties. There is one more question given, that army contingent of 616 members. This about the HCF. Second question, army contingent of 616 members, right, and it is behind 32 members. So this, there are two contingents, 32 and 616. They are both to be arranged. Now we saw when they move in a parade, right, this is a road. So in this road, how they get arranged? They arrange in the form of columns, right? 1 2 3 4. So how many columns? 1 2 3 4. Perfectly it should be, right? Let's say in first column there are 10, then other column also there should be 10, third column also 10. Even distribution it should be. So how many such columns are possible? That is what the question says. Once again we'll see the questions, that there is an contingent, one contingent has 616 members, another has 32 members. How will you arrange them in the columns so that evenness is maintained? That is what the question says. So obviously simple it is, we have to again find out the HCF of 616 and 32. How to find out the HCF? We'll use Euclid's method, right? 616 is bigger, so we'll write down here. So 32Q plus R. Now let us identify the values of Q and R. So what it will be? So if I divide 32 with 616, so 32, no, it will go 32, 5, no, 9, 5, 296, right, 9 side will go 288, so it will give 8, so 8 it will give, so 32 into 19 plus 8, correct? Please recollect the method to find out the HCF. Now 32 outside, 8 here, Q plus R, right? So again if we identify, 4 plus R will be 0. So now, so here remainder is now 0, hence your answer is that HCF is 8. That is what the correct answer is. So this contingent, they must be in the form of 8 columns. So 8 columns will be evenly distributed. Thank you.